In this video, we will look at how to add two-digit numbers. So let's start with the example. 1, 2 plus 4. So here, we start from the right-hand side. We sum the numbers in the right-hand side column. That's 2 add 4, which is 6. So we place that underneath 2 and 4. And then we move to the next column on the left. Which is 1 and 0. So that becomes 1, and that is put underneath that new column, 1 and 0. So the answer here is 16. So 12 plus 4 is equal to 16. Let's look at another example. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So again, we look at the right-hand side column. Which, as the previous example, it's 2 add 4, which equals 6. And again, we put it underneath that column. Then we look at the next column on the left. And we add these numbers together, 1 and 3, which is 4. And that goes underneath this column. So the answer here is 46. So 12 add 34 equals 46. So those were cases where the sum of the two numbers in that column totaled up to less than 10. But what happens if we have two numbers that add up to more than 10? So for example, if we have 45 plus 16. So again, we start with the same method. We look at the right-hand side column and we add these numbers together. So 5 add 6 is 11. Now, each space underneath here can only take one digit. So what we do is we write the tens of the 11 in the next column along and the 1 here. So now that is 1 in the column that we were just interested in, and we have moved the 1 along in the next column. We then look at the next column. Now here we're interested in the whole thing. So we're adding in the whole thing, including the 1 at the bottom. So we've got 3 numbers to add. So 4 add 1 is 5, and adding this additional 1 gives us 6. So the answer here is 6. So 45 add 16 equals 61. Let's do one more that works in a similar manner. So let's say 32 add 29. So again, we start with the right-hand side column, which is 2 add 9. That becomes 11. So again, we put this as follows in the same format. And then we add the next column along. So here we're adding 3 and 2, which is 5. And we add this 1 that's at the bottom, and that becomes 6. So the answer here is 61. So 32 add 29 equals 61. Now let's consider an example where both columns add up to more than 10. So in this case, our example will be 88 plus 34. So again, starting with our right hand side column, 8 add 4 gives us 12, and we write that in the same manner. And then we add the next column along. 8 add 3 is 11, plus the 1 gives us 12, and we write this in the same manner. Now notice that we've added it in a column that didn't exist before, which is fine, because effectively what we've got here is a 0 and a 0. So 0 plus 0 is 0, and then plus the 1 gives you 1. So the answer here is 88 plus 34 equals 122. Let's do one more. 79 plus 86. Again, starting with the right hand side column, we do 9 add 6, which is 15. So we write the 5 over here and the 1 next to it. We look at the next column. So we say 7 add 8, which is 15, plus the 1 gives you 16, and then we put 6 there and 1 next to it. And now again, this is treated as a 0, this one's a 0, and we've got the 1 at the bottom, so 0 plus 0 plus 1 is 1, so it's 165. So 79 plus 86 equals 165.
You can download the application on Google Play or App Store, and you can visit our website mathslegends.co.uk.